What if you could block out all of the noise, focus on what it is that you want to do, lean into that with everything, and find out just what you're made of? What if doing all of that provided you with the best chance for you to meet yourself and present your vision and what it is you'd like to accomplish to the world in the most authentic way that resonates with you and aligns with what it is that you'd like to accomplish? You know, there's an idea that success is reaching a goal or a destination. And whenever we frame it in this way, it sort of justifies reaching that goal by most any means and to whatever ends are necessary to do so. And for all intents and purposes, that could mean that you end up watering down whatever spark of ingenuity, spark of creativity that you hold innately inside yourself that makes you distinct and unique from all of the other idiots out here, myself included, doing something almost near and next to what it is that you're doing. It's as if we compromise ourselves in our opportunity to be distinct and of substance in our precious moment of finite time that we have to exist in. So when it is that we sacrifice ourselves in order to compromise for some promise of a potential outcome that may or may not happen, it seems to me that that in and of itself is a product that rewards the dulling of the light, that convinces you to follow all of the lemmings right off of the cliff. And what if it is that you're the lemming that wasn't equipped with a parachute when you ran over it? Where does that get you? If you don't know, my name is Chad Joshua, and I am writing 100 songs. So much of today's content is made for numbers, not meaning. It's all about trend jacking and tweaking your message to conform with whatever resonates with the algorithm. Rather than having a unique or distinct take on a subject or issue, we conform with whatever seems to be popular to the masses. And that's all good and great if you don't have anything to offer. If you're not bringing anything to the table interesting, but you don't want to get left behind, then I guess. Or it's that you're just adding more clutter to an already mess. Now, this might be an unpopular position. This might be an unpopular take. But if you think so, well, you can get bent, because I couldn't care less. All of the experts, they say, oh, just see what the outliers are. See what the things that did great for somebody else. And then just take that and do your version of it. Make it uniquely yours. That, my friends, is the mental gymnastics of a trash can, including the unwanted aroma. Views fade, hope dies, and where is your authenticity when you never had any? I'm not trying to pretend I'm anything, because God knows I'm not. But all I can say is at least I'm not contributing to helping turning all of these fantastic platforms to promote creativity and inventiveness into pyramid schemes. To be fair, I allow myself to get all caught up into the same sort of nonsense for the past half of the year, being overly concerned with what happens if I do all of this work and it doesn't turn out. Maybe I should just consider trying to find a way to weave this all into what it is that I'm doing, becoming a giant disservice to my otherwise gritty and sarcastic self, because who wants to do anything and have it all go for naught? The trap is easy to fall into, because who wants to spend all of their valuable time doing something for nothing, for no outcome, for no benefit? And that's how it is that you start to bite into the apple and you become a conformist, and then you just trend jack what everybody else is doing. And the reason why I don't like it is because it was so much better before. It was original and inventive, and people were making things, they were risking things, they were putting themselves out there. This is all highly scripted, highly contrived nonsense. And every time I go down through my feed and look at the things that I'm being prompted to see, and it's carbon copies of the different version of the same garbage regurgitated from one person to the next. And if that makes you feel good, then God help the state of affairs that we are living in. All of my hot-headedness aside, I really was falling into this trap, and made me sick. I was getting advice that made me second guess myself. I didn't pursue what it was that I wanted to build because I was reasoned out of it with skepticism. And while I leaned into following the pack, every day I just felt disgusted about it. And when I voiced my concerns about how I had felt about it, the people who I had in my corner to advise me suggested that I needed to have an attitude adjustment. And boy, this sounds like AI training the people to be exactly what we need to be. Now, I get it that it's not what that is, and I'm just being sarcastic, but how many steps away from that are we? You want to be heard, so you do what conforms with the tool that gets you heard. Get bent. I'm gonna go out in the blaze of glory. I don't care. What I care about is being wholeheartedly and unequivocally true to myself. Not because that leads me to some success, but because that is the success. Welcome to reality. Conformity can get bent. So I went on and on with the whole thing, trend jacking, advisors telling me, oh, you should copy the titles of people's works. These are people I respect. I'm not trying to copy them. If I don't have anything to say, then you don't need to listen to me. And I'm good with that. Doesn't mean I'm going to shut up. It means you have the right to listen to me or not. That's up to you. And the algorithm can do what it wants. If it says, oh, he doesn't conform to any niche, he doesn't conform to whatever anybody else wants, there's no way to know how to put him in front of what people and what people would enjoy listening to the rantics of this lunatic. And the algorithm can get bent because I am free. My humble view, betting on originality is the only real long-term strategy for success. Be yourself. Show me what you're working towards. Show me what you're trying to do. I can draw parallels from your effort and dedication to what you're doing and apply that to myself, even if what we're doing isn't in the same niche. What I've decided to do in regards to everything I'm working on is to focus on all of the things that go into my effort. I'm going to use this channel just to document that. I'm not going to find a topic or a theme and try to build content to that. I just don't care about that. There are plenty of people that are out there doing it. If that's what you love, then go follow them all day long, because I don't even want you here. But if you want to take some encouragement from somebody who is putting their blood, sweat, and tears into bringing something into existence and showing you the daily outtakes of what that consists of, then I'll be right here. But none of this is easy, and especially finding the confidence to go against the grain. And to be clear, I'm not intending to advise you to go about what it is that you need to do in this way, while I do have an opinion about it. But if you're in a position where you hate it and you feel it's contrived and you feel disgusted by that, and if they're selling the expectation that you can't succeed without doing that, and you can live with the potential result that you did it to satisfy yourself the way you had to do it, regardless of what the possible payoff maybe could be. Because to be clear, I made 60 videos that followed a precise formula with the exact tags, with the exact topic planning, scanning for outliers, got feedback that they were good. Even if you're following all of the copycat rules, all of the trend jacking rules, there isn't a guarantee. And after making 60 and using all of the conformist techniques, there were no results that attributed validity to anything that they said about trend jacking outliers or the next thing. Now, I'm not implying that what they say isn't true. And in fact, I think that it is. Doesn't mean that it has to be true, just as my advisor said. So the very freeing thing of doing those 60 videos and having them all fail is that so long as I'm going to continue, I'm never doing another one like that again. I'm never caring about trying to fit to it again. I'm only making videos exactly what I want to make. And as far as for the sake of the audience, sure. But for an audience that wants to watch what I'm making, not trying to make myself fit an audience and what they want, I don't care. You can get bent with your modern nonsense. I don't care. I'm very contented not to be a sycophant. I'm very happy for the people that this works for. Go do what you want. And I'm very happy with how freed I am, that I wasn't trapped into doing this by some results that quite frankly could have captured me into nonsense that made me sick on a day-to-day basis. So I don't know what it is that you're doing and what it is that you're making, but if you're anything like me and you're struggling with these same sorts of things, nothing that I have said or that I am saying is a promise that if you shout your frustration at the sky, that in some way you're going to be rewarded an audience or a widened reach. Because quite frankly, I realize it's most likely to just pigeonhole me even more. But the more that I come to terms with that, the more relaxed that I am to be exactly who I am and express myself as exact and direct as I wish. And if that's what matters most to you, as it does to me, I appreciate you having spent company with me here this afternoon. And I wish you the best in your pursuits, because none of this is easy, whether you are trend jacking because you feel like you have to, or you're trying to stand up for your soul that's screaming at you that you have something to say and you don't want it to be colorized by falling into line with uniformity. Good luck, my friend. I'll see you in the next one. Listen to my new song. Help a brother out. Talk again soon.